Good morning and welcome to the Bluayado channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Today we're going to look at some new ETFs released by YieldMax and look at the comparison on Rex shares. So we got some new weeklies out. These are coming out at around $50. So these are heavy duty stocks. These are not something you could probably buy a lot of right off the bat, depending on what kind of money you're working with. So I'm starting out with five just to be in the game. So the first one is LFGY. YieldMax just released this last week, and they already made a payment. You're gonna get paid this Friday. Declaration date was the 22nd. So LFGY is a YieldMax crypto industry and tech portfolio option income ETF. What does it do? Is actively managed ETF that seeks current income and capital appreciation via direct investment in select portfolio of crypto industry and tech companies. All right, so this is going to aim at tech companies, and they aim to make distributions of income on a weekly basis. This is the highlight right here. This is a weekly one. So it's looking good already. So they're doing the same thing, cover calls, but on specific industry of crypto related companies and tech companies. Sound good to me. I did buy five just to be in it. Their first payment, like I said, they cleared on the 22nd. They're going to get paid on the 24th. So tomorrow is payday, and the first payment was 74 cents for the first week. This is every week. If you could get paid this every week, it's probably worth it. I don't know what kind of payments they might make. Obviously it might go a little up or a little down, but if the average is around 74 cents, this security is looking pretty good to me. Like I said, they're gonna write, options on it, and they're gonna try and make a payment every week. This security just came out. It started on the 13th of January 2025. So far, it's doing pretty good so far. The NAV is already at 5401. I mean oh 07. So it started out, I think, at 51, and it's already up to 54. So people are buying into it right now. The assets are already up to 16 million. That's including my five shares, whatever that's worth. Okay, so expense ratio is, this is about the same. This is not like it's extra. This is normal prices for stuff in YieldMax, so that's not a big surprise. What do we got here? Holdings, that's the big ticket here. So what are we holding here? We're holding MicroStrategy, which we all know half of MicroStrategy is built up on them just holding Bitcoin, and it's a pretty big percentage of it too. 16% weighting is pretty high. Coinbase, again, pretty weighted, which makes sense. These are two really big crypto. Mara is there. iShares, Bitcoin, Trust ETF. This is really good too. CleanSpark, Core Scientific, Hut 8 Corp, Riot Platform, Applied Digital Corp, and BitDare Technologies Group. This is just showing the top 10. Obviously, they probably have a lot more securities in here. Um, we're going to get, let's see if there's anything that great in there that I don't know about. Top 10 seems to be pretty impressive already. Let's see what else is here, stock wise. Uh, the name. Cipher Mining is new. Canic. These are all regular. This is also showing the securities and also the options that they bought on it. So, okay, NVIDIA is in here. XYZ. This is the new name for Block. They had a name change. Block is now XYZ. I don't remember when that happened, but that's a new name. NU Holdings, Opera Limited, Mercado Libre Inc. All right, so yeah, top 10. Seeing the top 10 really covers most of it. Hive is in there, Hive Digital Technologies, Core Scientific, Robinhood is in here. Makes sense too. Robinhood is big on crypto. So yeah, if you just see the top 10 and also the rest of them that they have in here, yeah, these are all crypto related stocks, which is, cool. If you believe in crypto, then you probably want to be a part of this weekly security. Um, they also have the same one, which has the same kind of securities also in rec shares. So this security is going now for $54.07, and this pays weekly. But they also have rec shares. This new one, I think I talked about it before. CEPI does the same thing, but they pay monthly. They haven't paid their first payment yet. It should be this month. This security started on 12/4/2024. They didn't pay in December, obviously, because it just started. So the first payment they're going to have is in January. And this security basically does the same thing, but and it's $51.29 as of the 22nd. Um, but this has 73 holdings in it. Wonder what they hold. Distribution, like I said, they didn't make a payment yet. They should be making a payment. What are their dates here? Okay, so yeah, they're gonna do their declaration on the 27th for this year, and they're gonna pay on the 29th. So we're gonna get paid on the end of the month. They're gonna declare on the 27th, and we're gonna get paid on the 29th, and we'll figure out what kind of payment they make since this first payment being made on January 29th, and they started on 12/4. Should be a pretty decent payment, hopefully. Again, I only bought 5 of these. It's $50 stocks. Depending on what kind of money you're working with, you just want to be in it or not. Depends, right? So yeah, and then this is a monthly. What are they holding? So let's see their top holdings. Same, they got Micron Technology, Robinhood, MicroStrategy, NU Holdings, Coinbase, Taiwan Semiconductor, Riot Platforms, CleanSpark. Oh, they got Visa in here. That's different. Um, they pretty much have the same kind of holdings in there. Let's see their weight. Their weight for MicroStrategy is a lot less than what Yieldmax is doing. They only put 5% in here, but they are actually holding a lot more securities. Let's download it. Than Yieldmax. This guy said they're holding 70 something securities, which is wow. 73 securities. What do you got? Woo. All right. So obviously they got a treasure in there. Micron, Robinhood, MicroStrategy, NU Holdings, Coinbase, Taiwan Semiconductor, Riot, CleanSpark, Visa. That's new to me. I didn't know Visa had anything to do with crypto. I probably gotta look that up. Nvidia, MasterCard also. Oh, you know what? I think they are because it's payment wise, right? And crypto is for payment. So these two heavy hitters would be involved in anything crypto related. That makes sense. Visa and MasterCard. Didn't think about that for a second. But yeah, now that I think about it, it makes sense. Tesla, obviously, yeah, they're on the new committee for Trump. Definitely Tesla. Marathon Digital, Advanced Micron Devices, AMD, PayPal, definitely. Obviously, big leaders are, again, working with Trump on crypto, ex executives of PayPal. Interactive Brokers, Iris Energy Limited. Never heard of this one. This is a new one for me. Core Scientific makes sense. Block is there. Rambus, TerraWolf Inc., Fistserve Inc., Applied Digital. Again, that makes sense. Cipher Mining also makes sense. And Bit Digital. And then on the bottom is just all of the cover calls they did. This should do pretty good this month, you know. I would like to see what kind of payment we get on the 29th. We'll find out on the 27th. I would definitely let you guys know because that's something I hold. So looking out for that. So again, these are companies doing the same thing. They're around about the same price. I mean, this one is 51. The one from Yieldmax is 54. Maybe because Yieldmax is more popular than RexShares, so not that many people know about it. And again, Yieldmax is weekly versus this one. RexShares is monthly, but they are covering the same thing. So it'd be interesting to figure out if the total monthly payment versus the weekly payment from Yieldmax is equal at the end of the day. We'll see about that. Um, Hopefully, this gives a really good payment. I'll be happy to see that, considering I held it since the beginning. I waited a whole almost 2 months for this payment, so I'm hoping it's going to be really good. But going back, we also have another new one from Yieldmax under the portfolio ETFs. It's called GPTY. This literally just came out. I only saw it because I was looking at the schedule and realized they had a new security next to YMAX and YMAG that shows up every week when I was looking at the dates. But yeah, brand new one, GPTY, and this is going to cover AI and tech. So AI and tech companies going to do the same thing. Seek to income and capital appreciation via direct investments in the portfolio of AI and tech companies. And again, just because they aim to distribute such income on a weekly basis, which is the highlight here. So this is another weekly. So right now, WildMax has four weekly payers, which is YMAX, YMAG, GPTY, and then the last one we just did, what was it again? L. I go. It was what's it? LFGY. That's what it was. Couldn't remember it. So new. Couldn't remember what it was. Okay, so let's look at this one now. Again, the price expense ratio is normal for YMAX. If you're okay with everything else, this should not be a surprise to you. The fund just started on the 22nd. This is the 23rd. So this is brand spanking new. It started at $50. As full disclosure, as I was doing this, I literally just bought it and I got it for a little less than 50. I got it like 49 something. It's not that much under 50, so basically it's $50. I bought five just to be in it because it's literally gonna pay next week. So I didn't want to miss a payment. Considering the other one did so well, 74 cents in the first week, I really didn't want to miss a payment. So I am in this. And $50 came out at $50 again. This is again another weekly. And what do we got here? We don't have anything really, but let's see the top 10 holdings. They put Nvidia in there, AI, Apple, Planeteer, Snowflake, Microsoft. These are pretty good companies they got here. AMD, Alphabet, which is Google, Meta, you know, it's Facebook, Tesla. Top 10 is looking really good already. And they're weighing the heaviest is Nvidia, 12.45. Nvidia is actually going up right now, so let's see what happens. But they're really putting like the same amount of All right. Most shares is this one. This is pretty cheap security. That's why they got so many shares. Okay, so yeah, considering it's only been out a day, I really don't have much to say. But we do have a similar one again in Rec Shares. This is weekly. Rec Shares is monthly. Um, Couple call one. AIPI. AIPI should cover the same thing. AIPI been out for, yeah, been out for a little while now. AIPI came out in June of last year, and it's around the same thing. It's around $51. This does pay monthly versus the weekly, so they came out that weekly as $50. This one pays it's $51. What do we got here? Distribution wise, so far for the year, they didn't pay anything for 2025 yet, but their declaration date is going to be on the 28th. So I don't know why they get a different distribution date. I mean, declaration date than the other one. See, the CEPI, but it's one day after. So this is going to declare on the 28th, and it's still going to pay by the end of the month, just a day later, the 30th instead of the 29th. So that's all good. It's within my range of, this is just all going to go together for the end of the month. So the last payments they had for this security, let's just look at the history of the payment. It's never really reached above $2. So I mean, this is pretty good for a $50 stock. It's been really consistent. At least you have consistency here. It's not really high or really low, but being consistent also works if that's what you're looking for and if you're trying to plan your bills out. So this has been pretty consistent since it started. It started in June. They made their first payment in July, and it's been around 150 all the time. So this is pretty steady. And also the NAV didn't drop. So this NAV has been around 50 from day one. So you don't lose your NAV on this one, and it's pretty consistent payments. I do like it a lot. I haven't been in it since June. I really literally just got into it probably last month. So I came in on the tail end of this. I probably got this last payment of 149. So I wasn't in it for a long time, but and I don't have that many of them. I think I only got four or two or something like that. I'll probably buy some more. But well, now that the YMAX is doing the same thing, I'll probably see which one is gonna do better. YMAX, new GPTY, or this AIPI one. So let's see what happens, because you lose your NAV on your max, but I don't really lose the NAV in rec shares. So the people who buy rec shares are pretty consistent. They don't just run and jump and run around. So let's look at the top holders for them. So they have ARM, and again they have NVIDIA, which everybody has that. Planeteer, this is different. They got CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is pretty good. They got cash. Obviously, you gotta have cash in there. They got Micron, which makes sense. Oh, Arist. I like this company. This had a stock split, I think. I didn't buy it though. I might buy it after. Now that's after the stock split, so it should be a lot cheaper. Uh, Qualcomm, Intel. So yeah, it's different companies in here than the other one. So we'll see who does better. Um, but I like AIPI. But again, this is monthly versus this one is weekly. So I don't know. We'll see what it looks like when they make their first payment. Everything will be paying on my final week spreadsheet for me, so it's all going to be within the range of everything happening. So obviously, if this comes out the 27th and 28th, I'll probably make the video on the, what is these days? Probably still be on a weekend regardless. So I still depending on what days these things come out, I'll decide what day to do the video. Most likely when I have all the information due to declaration date. But then again, if you want to buy into it, you don't want to miss the declaration date. So I'll decide. But yeah, this was my look at the two new ones from Yieldmax, and they're weekly versus the same kind of coverage on Rec shares, but they're monthly. And like I said, Rec shares through my just looking at it keeps the nav versus what could possibly happen in Yieldmax. So you might get paid a little bit more, but you'll lose your initial investment in the long run. So let's see what happens. Again, weekly versus monthly. We'll keep looking to see what works out better for your nav and also for payments. If Yield Max or Rec shares would be the better one to be into, or just going both like I do and adjust it and buy or sell, depending on what works out for you and what kind of tolerance you can take on your portfolio, what kind of hits you are willing to look at. Some people, get frightened on a 5% dip. Some people get, are willing to take a 15% dip. Um, Depends on what's your own personal tolerance. You could decide which one of these to buy, but I'm just showing you what options they have, and they kind of are really similar, depending on if you really want to get paid every week and possibly have a NAV erosion. I ain't saying that, I'm not saying it will. I mean, we got stuff like the one that's for Planeteer that you didn't see any NAV erosion yet, and it's still above the initial cost. But they do have other ones in Yield Max that you really took a hit with the NAV erosion. Even though you're getting paid, I mean, you're still losing. So you just have to readjust yourself and look and see which one of these you want to be into, either the Yield Max or Rec shares, because they do have the same coverage. They just have a different distribution time. One is weekly and one is monthly, and that's really just all I wanted to show you. This is going to be my video to also show you the new ones in Yield Max, because we have new ones. And also, let's just check when they're paying again. So yeah, the target 12s are up here. Target 12s are monthly. Then yeah, so like I said, I did see this update, which made me realize that we had a new one, because I didn't even know that we had GPTY out there. And now, so you're gonna have GPTY, LFGY, YMAX, and YMAC all the time, because these are weeklies. And then your regular group A, B, C, and D. So the next one we got, this declaration date is the 29th. So already, I'll probably just wait till the 29th, because I saw CEPI was declaration date 27th, and then I saw AIPI declaration date was 28th, and then Yield Max declaration date is the 29th. So I'll probably just do it all on 29th, and just when I capture everything, I'll just do a declaration date for everything on the 29th, and then do the payday, see what I made for the whole month of January on the 31st, when everything should be paid by the 31st by then. And then we'll see what we did for the first month of the new year, 2025. So yeah, I'll probably do the next video on the 29th, when I could capture everything instead of those individual one every day, and then come back and tell you what I made and round out the month on the 31st. So yeah, that's what it's gonna happen. So the first payment for the GPTY should not be until February, but I'm in it already, so I bought some today. All right, guys, see you on the 29th. I did make the video for the payday already for tomorrow. It's out there pending, so you guys will see what I made. And then yeah, that's it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. See you guys next time. This has been a review of some new ETFs from Yieldmax.